Hello, Linden residents. I'm Jim Buckley. This is Department of Public Works located at 700 Lower Road. With me is Shane Gillette, the sanitation supervisor of Linden, and we're here to present a brief video to show you the proper placement of your automated carts. Linden's been automated since 2015 in some sections, but now everybody's automated, and you were all given 3 carts. Every resident has 3 carts now, and you have the 95 green garbage, and you have the 65 blue bottles and cans, and the 65 brown cardboard. Shane is here to show you the proper placement. A lot of people are having issues with the truck passing their carts, and that's because they're parking behind cars and they're putting them in the street. So this is the proper place to put it. Go ahead, Shane.
There's a few things we want to teach y'all with these cans. First thing, put it on the curb. The best bet is for us is to get grabbing it off the curb. Also, it says on the can, face arrow towards street. We want you to face it towards the street. If it's backwards, our truck has a hard time dumping these cans. So that's a few things that we like. Also, we can only put the cans back where you put them. So if you put them in the street, we have issues with that. So it's a lot of times we have issues with street sweeping and different issues that you guys call us for. We're just trying to help you help us.
All right, so with the carts, the city of Linden provided you with the first 3, and you have the option of purchasing an additional cart for $60. Now, the 95-gallon garbage seems to be sufficient for a lot of the people, but if you have a big family, you might want to consider getting an additional cart. The cart should never be up like this, with the garbage overflowing, because when the truck goes to dump it, the garbage is going to fall out. Our drivers service 750 to 800 houses a day, so they do not have the time to get out, pick up everything that's around the can, and clean up after. So you have to make sure that this cart remains closed, and like I said, if you need a second one, you can purchase it for $60. Also, remember, these cans are the property of the city of Linden. They're in your possession, but they're the city of Linden. So when you move, the can must remain behind with that residence. And also, you're responsible for the care and cleaning of the cart. I've had people calling up saying their cart stinks and they'd like a replacement. We can't do that. We don't have the funds to just replace. So you have to take care of your own cart. Get a magic marker, put your address on it, because a lot of the cans, if you leave them at the curb, people are coming by and they're stealing them. So once your can is emptied, it would be better off if you can hurry up and take it from the curb and move it back. I realize a lot of people are at work, but when you get home from work, just remove it. Don't leave it at the curb. So now we'll move over, and like I said, this is the green sanitation cart. This is the blue cart, and this was issued for the bottles, the cans, plastic, tin, and the 65 seems to be sufficient for most of the people, but again, you can get another one for 65. Shane, you don't have any problems with the recycling pickup, right? The bottles and the cans.
I do. I actually do. If the can isn't flush closed, a lot of times when our truck tips it, it spills into the street. So we also have issues with that. Guys got to get out, pick up bottles and cans. So if you could help us take the air out of some bottles before you throw it in, that'll save us some room and save us a headache, and you guys a headache with trash all over the streets and us coming back to get it. Jim?
All right. So now that brings us to our cardboard cart. Now, this seems to be the day where most of the people are having issues. The COVID-19 pandemic introduced us to the wonderful world of online shopping. And with that come boxes and boxes and boxes, and we're getting tons of cardboard, and people are running out of room on where to put it. Now, again, you can get an extra cart for $60, but we're pulling up to a lot of places that look like this. Now, the driver doesn't have time to come and get the cardboard that's laying on the side. You have to get everything into the cart. Now, if you keep the boxes like this, I got 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. That's all that fit in the cart because they weren't broken down properly. Now you got a lot more room. You simply break the boxes down with a box cutter or a pair of scissors, and you can toss it in, and you can see just how much more you can fit into that cart. Now we have, this is the 65, this is the standard that was delivered. If you find you need more room, we have this cart available in 95 gallon. You can call up, and for $60 you can get a 95 gallon additional cart, and that should take care of most of the people's cardboard problems. Now the people that have an exorbitant amount of cardboard, of course, you know, our recycling center located at 2 Donaldson Place, that's the dead end off of Elizabeth Avenue. You can bring it there from 7 to 2:30 during the week, and on Saturday from 8 to 2. We realize a lot of you is at work, so what we're going to do starting July 6th, the recycling center will be open until 8 p.m. So that will be every Wednesday, starting July 6th, every Wednesday. Only on Wednesday. Thank you, Shane. All right.
Another issue we are coming across is the way that our trucks pick up. It's a clam. It's basically a big arm, like you're getting a hug. So if you wedge your cardboard into the bottom of the can, when our trucks go to dump, it will not release. So a lot of problems we're having is we're getting calls saying we didn't dump all of the stuff. Please, please cut up the stuff into small pieces and try your best to put them in here. If not, $65 to get you a new can.
All right, so we've explained the optimal placement of the cart right on the curb and not in the street. But some of you have a problem that you live where there is a high amount of parking. People just pull up. So when you put out your can, a car can come by and can block the can where the driver can't get to it. If you know that you live in one of these high-profile areas, our suggestion is to leave it in the driveway apron. It's a small inconvenience that you have to move it before you pull in and out of your driveway, but you have to weigh that inconvenience against not getting your garbage picked, having to call down to the Public Works and see if we can send another truck, which, as I said, with all the houses that we service every day, it's going to be very hard to come back. So if you could just, check it out. You have to keep it 3 feet away from cars. You have to keep it 3 feet away from stationary objects, and you have to keep it away from other cans. You can't just pile the cans on top of each other.
We will not be able to get your can if it's this close to a car. The way that our arm is set up, this is way too close. So we recommend you to try to give us some room, at least 3 feet away from the car, being as though our arm works as a claw. We also come across a lot of issues with street sweeping. We know you get tickets. We're trying our best to help clean these streets. We cannot get these cans if they're still in the street. So we need you to put your can on a curb line. That way our street sweepers can pass and clean in front of everybody's house. Sometimes we have issues with our neighbor. They don't move their car, so we can't clean in front of your house. It's a snowball effect. If you park too close, our street sweepers won't be able to cut and get to the curb line. So if you can, please help us help you, and we'll try our best to help clean the city.
All right, we hope this video has clarified some aspects of the garbage pickup and the recycling. But if it hasn't, like I said, we're always available down here at the Public Works Department. If you need any information, just give us a call, and that would be 908-474-8666. Or you can visit the city website. There's a lot of information there under the DPW heading. Or you can refer to your schedule that you get every December. And there's a lot of information packed on this thing, and you really should keep it handy and follow it, because especially on days where there's holidays and your garbage day is going to move, and you won't have that confusion where you're putting it out on the wrong day. So we hope this little video helped you. And from the Department of Public Works is Jim Buckley, and
Shane Gillette.
see you on the next video.